Hey, what's up? It's Cody here. We are getting ready for digital first. Let me show you the setup real quick. So like I said, we're filming digital first. It's Monday, so we film it at the beginning of the first of the month. So it's April already, it's crazy. And then how we do it, we literally blade like 3 to 4 shorts. Then the last Wednesday of that month, we post a long form video. It just it's almost like 3 to 4 trailers before like the actual real one comes out. It's actually really cool. It does get a lot of attention and it's a lot of fun to do. But this is kind of like how our setup and how we do it. Nothing's set up just yet, but I'll show you what kind of lighting we use in the dome. What kind of, like the stand we use and the camera equipment, tripod, you name it, to extra monitor, to, earpieces or headset to kind of give you that, kind of show you a little bit behind the scenes and how we do it. And as you can tell, it's a darker room, but we really love it. This is one of the meeting rooms and we definitely enjoy this spot, especially how we film it, which is usually like 2 of them right over here. But a lot of times I actually do scoot these chairs out of the way, out of the shot. But it kind of gives it that look and feel. And yeah, let's look at the setup. All right, we're back. What is up? Sorry, I was setting up all the equipment. Here's just a little rundown, some things that we are going to be using today. So as you can tell, we got our Field World 4X monitor. Kind of just helps with the look, because you can see the picture better, and it also gives you, you don't have to look at a small screen the whole time. And I think this really helps me kind of look of a color feel. And then over here, we got our Sony 3.5 28 by 70 millimeter with the filter over it. This really does help for a cinematic look, especially for the depth of field for digital first. And then over here we got our 2 mics, or Cinco G2s. These work very well, especially for the work we're doing today for digital first. We got 2 transmitters and we got a receiver. The receiver goes on top of the camera. That's what kind of picks up the signal. The quality out of these things are actually really good. And it's really cool. They're also easy to hide, and you can easily put these things in your pocket. They're not as bulky. And we're using a one auto headset. This picks up really good audio, so you can hear a clear vision of the audio that we're picking up. These do really help. I even use these for editing also. Of course, you got the extra battery. Battery life for Sony's are very well. And we're using our iZoomy stand today. This definitely holds a good amount of weight, especially for the weight we're using today. But it's also light, and you could just pretty much take it anywhere like you could in a tripod. But definitely does the work. And also the camera we're using today is a Sony A7 III, I apologize. And this picks up really good quality. Of course, we're shooting in 4K. And we use different cameras and stuff like that for J29, but I think for this standpoint, we're using the Sony A7 III.
In the terminology sheet I sent you,
yes,
I talked about like card quality.
Perfect.
So all of these cards are in near mint condition. So if they even get like a nick on them.
Understood.
Yeah.
Got it.
I figured, but
No, I'm glad you said that. Can't be too careful.
yeah.
At least you had fun.
It was my brother's birthday last night, so we went out with him and a bunch of his friends. Yeah, this is wild. It's like on a massive wall.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to go through the tabs and everything.
I think I made it a little big. You're welcome to pull the screen down.
Okay, yeah. How do I do that?
So on the corners of the screen itself, you can click on it and move it in and out.
Okay.
And sometimes that will help.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
And also the Wi-Fi here through the headset is not the fastest, so that may be affecting it.
Okay, yeah. I think that's what I'm saying.
You don't always have to add a cover photo that matches your grid if you don't want to add the reel onto your grid itself. But other than that, it's important to make sure it matches.
Nice. So do you schedule these out like usually ahead of time, right?
Yeah, reels, even though you want to make sure you're still on trend, what's trending for the sound that day, if you can look and try to make sure you're about 2 weeks ahead, that's ideal, just to make sure it has time to get to your client.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of approval time.
Right, right. Yeah, so me and Danny, we definitely, and I know other people on our team, we definitely put out a lot of reels for this client for sure, right?
Like, look at how good that turned out.
Yeah, it turned out really good.
I'm just gonna put.
So if you had to tell anyone, what would you do? Because I know you're our main social media person, even though we have others on staff. But like, what's your go-to to help keep everything organized?
Communication. I know that sounds so basic, but it's so true. I think one of the other biggest aspects too for us is we do so much behind the scenes that the client doesn't see.
Yeah.
So it's making sure that we're telling, hey, Bob, we're doing this right now. And then you'll see the deliverable later. Otherwise, they have no idea what you're doing. They just don't realize how much time it may take.
Right. It's almost like trust, right? Like trust
Yes.
us getting this out.
And always making sure everything is either in email, in Skype, or through text. Making sure you have proof of your communication.